What's up, YouTube? Have any of you guys heard of the term revenge saving? I have not. I've heard of intentional saving, but never revenge saving. So, anyways, as I was enjoying my beautiful Saturday today, I noticed a video came across my feed. And so I want to just hop on here and share it with you guys and just see how you guys feel about it. Have you heard of it? And let's just jump right into it.
And today we're going to focus on how to take our savings to the extreme and maximize every dollar we can. So here to show us how to do it, CNBC senior personal finance correspondent Sharon Epperson. Sharon, good to see you.
Welcome back. Good to be here.
So I've even heard this term like revenge saving. What's the deal here?
People are getting serious about saving right now. There's a lot of concern about your financial situation, what's happening with the economy. People are worried about inflation. They're not splurging like they did after the pandemic. That was revenge spending. Now they want to revenge saving. That's what they're committed to not.
A lot of y'all were revenge spending during the pandemic and still are.
Not buying more than they need. That those low buy, no buy challenges you see on social media. That's what they're doing. They're only doing what they have to have in their home. They don't need the extras.
And you always talk about emergency savings.
What's interesting is this summer, a new study came out saying that 7 out of 10 Americans are prioritizing emergency savings. They're changing their savings approach this year. They want to save more.
All right.
So let's talk about people who, if they can afford to save, they're out there, they're saving, but they get a little bit more extreme, or they want to get more extreme about the saving. How can they go about doing that?
What I love is what some financial advisors are calling now taking your financial temperature. Sometimes you run hot, sometimes you run cold. You may be anxious, you may be concerned, and you're doing it by emotions. That's not how you should be gauging how you're saving. So take your financial temperature, understand what's coming in, what's going out in terms of your money that you have, your income coming in, the expenses that you have, and then think about what's most important in terms of your savings goals and budget there first. It's called reverse budgeting. You're putting your savings goals first, and then you're going to figure out what you have for expenses or for discretionary spending. The way you do this is you separate it into different accounts. One financial advisor suggested having 2 checking accounts. One's for your fixed expenses and long-term savings, and the other is for other things that come up, so that your mortgage goes out.
Me personally, I don't think you should have 2 checking accounts. I think you should when it comes to saving money, you should definitely keep it simple. I do encourage people to have a budget. And the first thing you should always do with a budget is pay yourself. And what that means and looks like is that you shouldn't be going out buying stuff for yourself, but to invest in yourself, put money towards your future, invest in your retirement accounts, plan ahead. That's what paying yourself means. And also paying those tithes, because I know a lot of y'all out there ain't paying them tithes.
Of that checking. Your retirement savings that's outside of your workplace plan goes into that. So you're setting it up for college savings. So you're setting up for different goals. The other thing is to increase your savings. A lot of folks are automatically doing this with their 401k plans. It's something you should be doing on your own as well. By 1% or so, maybe every 6 months, every 12 months, even if you're starting from zero, 1% is something.
And you don't miss it if it's coming out automatically.
And you don't miss it. Maybe you're at 5%, but the company's matching contributions to your 401k is 6%. Do that extra 1%, get that free money.
Let's talk about long-term savings here, because a lot of folks watching and listening right now, they're concerned about potential tariffs and the current economy, how those things could affect their savings account. What do you say to that?
Well, one of the things is to think about where you may have worked in the past, and did you start a 401k years ago and forgot about it?
So people out there forgetting about the 401ks.
There are people out there that forget about their 401ks. Maybe they think it's too small, and they haven't done anything with it. You can go to a national registry for unclaimed retirement benefits and look up to see whether or not you may have a lost 401k. Contact your former employer as well.
Please, y'all, go to those websites. Google, listen to this lady, because a lot of y'all out there switch occupations and jobs and employers and forget all about your 401ks. There's a lot of money out there floating around that you guys have worked hard for. So make sure you are going to these sites and looking for your loss and recover that money. because trust me, they're not going to come looking for you to return the money at all.
Figure out if that's something that you may have. Sometimes it could be $90,000 over the lifetime of the earnings that you're missing out on in that 401k. You want to maximize your retirement contributions now, too, however, if you can, whether that's to a 401k, an IRA, or individual retirement account on your own. You want to maximize as much as you can afford to put into those accounts. And the Roth accounts are key because they're after tax. And when you take the money out, you don't have to pay taxes.
Really quickly, if you have a 401k, should you also be contributing to your Roth if you can?
If you can, absolutely. If you're eligible and you can, you should definitely be contributing to a Roth IRA as well.
What's the max on a Roth now?
Maximum for a Roth IRA is $7,000.
Okay.
I encourage people. My advice is contribute into your 401k up until the match. Then shift your focus to your Roth IRA. Once you hit that max on the Roth IRA, then you can reshift your focus back either to a HSA or you can go back and maximize your 401k. But prioritize the 401k match because that's free money. You leave it on the table. And that's exactly what I did all my years. Make sure that you contribute and get that match.
I want to dig more into that Roth IRA because we think about it in that long-term savings bucket, but can it really also be an emergency fund alternative?
It also can be. It's, again, an individual retirement account. That's what it should be earmarked for. But maybe you have it in money market funds right now. It's in something that's very safe, more like cash. And you're doing that because you don't really have enough emergency savings. You can actually take your contributions out of a Roth IRA at any time without paying penalties or taxes. And so that's the way that can serve as an alternative emergency fund.
That is one of the most overlooked features and benefits of a Roth IRA is that you can always pull your contributions out at any time. So that's why I always encourage people contribute to a Roth IRA. And at any point you can go extract the contributions. Whatever you contributed to your Roth IRA, if you get in a pinch and a bind, and so it's multi-purpose. That's why I encourage people always prioritize Roth because it's great for your future and it's good for your now in case you have an emergency.
Again, ideally, you have an emergency fund in cash somewhere in a savings account, in a high-yield savings account. But if you don't have enough there, the Roth IRA is another place that you can park it.
It's good to know it's an option.
Always
Yes.
Great advice. Sharon, thank you so much. And don't forget, you can find more strategies for saving and budgeting in Sharon's Money.
Look, I don't care what you call it. Just save money. Use the Dave Ramsey method, use the snowball method, use the avalanche method, whatever method you choose. If you want to prioritize your 401k, you want to prioritize a Roth, do something, do anything. But whatever you do, make sure you start saving and investing. I am not an investor. I am not an expert. I'm just somebody that was fortunate enough to be able to retire at 42 years old and with a healthy retirement life. So that was the clip that I was talking about. So let me know if y'all have ever heard of revenge saving or if you just are a spender and you don't care what the name is. So anyways, y'all take care and stay blessed.